Now, earlier tonight, the president struck many of the same notes referring to the universal rights of each and every Egyptian, among them the right to peaceful assembly, the right to free speech, and above all, the right to determine their own destiny. But as is so often the case, Vice President Joe Biden does not seem to be on the same page as the president, even after Mubarak's authoritarian regime shut down the internet and cell phone service in Cairo. This is what he had to say about the recent events.
The word to describe the leadership of Mubarak in Egypt and also in Tunisia before was dictator. Should Mubarak be seen as a dictator?
I would not refer to him as a dictator.
All right, so as the sun prepares to rise in the Mideast, what might the future hold for Egypt, democracy, or yet another oppressive autocracy? Here with analysis is the president of ActForAmerica.org, Brigitte Gabriel, and the president of the American Together Foundation, Michael Ghouse. Brigitte, let me begin with you. As you know, if you look at Mubarak and his background, it's pretty interesting. I mean, he's 82 years old. He's been there since Anwar Sadat was shot in 1981, longest serving since the 19th century leader. There were 6 assassination attempts on his life. But you got a country, 60% of the population is under 30, and 90% of those people are unemployed. This shouldn't be surprising to anybody that there's discontent among the people of Egypt.
They are very unhappy with the situation. Listen, 40% of Egyptians work and get paid less than $2 a day.
That's correct.
There's a great poverty, but it's not only in Egypt, Sean. This is the problem with the Middle East. You can identify every country with one-man regime, whether it's a royal family, whether it's a one-man regime. And those dictators are oppressing their people, and they need to change that. The problem why these leaders are afraid to speak is because, for example, Hosni Mubarak, who has dodged 7 assassination attempts on his life, and he has been tried to be assassinated by the Muslim Brotherhood, who is trying to enforce a political Islamic rigid system in the country. And public opinion in Egypt, the public opinion forum.org conducted the research in 2007, and they found out that 67% of the people in Egypt would like to see an Islamic caliphate across the Islamic world, and 74% would like to see a strict Sharia law enforced in Egypt. That's why Mubarak is worried about giving the people more freedom. He's afraid the radicals are going to take over.
Well, I agree with that, and you know, it's interesting, Michael Ghouse. That is the mission of the Muslim Brotherhood. Muslim Brotherhood didn't get involved in the protest today and encourage and incite and foment unless they thought they had an opportunity to create another Iranian-style state. Correct?
It is correct, and thank God, U.S. for the first time in history is taking the right approach, being with the people. And I think we need to do that. We cannot alienate the Egyptian people for the sake of Mubarak. Mubarak is going to be gone like all other dictators in the past. I'm sorry to say Joe Biden is always offline with the president. Mubarak is going to be gone. I think we need to be with people. If we
hang on a second. Whoa. Michael, if Mubarak is gone, half the country lives in poverty. The Muslim Brotherhood is now orchestrating a big part of the protests that are going on. This is well beyond the people there. 90% of the population is Muslim in Egypt. Why would we expect anything other than an Iranian-style regime emerging?
Well, Egypt traditionally has moderate people. If you look at what happened what happened with the Coptic Christians, the majority of Muslims walked on the street.
That's 9% of the population.
Defending them.
That's 9%.
No, what happened with the Coptic Christians, the majority of the Muslims walked on the street supporting their right to practice whatever they practice. And I think that is where I think we are failing to see that aspect of Egypt, where the majority of the people are truly moderate people there. And I think we need to be with them. We cannot alienate them.
All right, we're with the people, but I don't think the people are going to have the say here in the end. I know
I do
Brigitte,
agree with that.
I know Brigitte wants to weigh in here. We're going to take a break. We're going to have much more on the situation that is unfolding tonight in Egypt with Brigitte and Michael coming up. Plus,